All right, sellers, what do you do in a multiple offer situation? In our current market right now, as you guys know, it is very hot. It's a hot seller's market right now. Supply is down, demand is high. So what we are usually seeing right now is we put homes up for sale, multiple offers. So it's not uncommon to see 2, 3, all the way up to 14, 15, 20 offers on a property, depending on the location and price and the demand for that particular property. So how do you choose? What do you look for? So I wanted to break down a little bit of some of the things that we look for when we were working with some of our sellers and some of the things that we take into consideration. And you might be surprised, it's not always the top dollar on the house. We've had situations where we've gotten multiple offers and the price just gets ridiculous. And I mean way over asking price. So right off the bat, anybody can throw any high price they want in on a house. One of the biggest things we look for is if you're gonna go this high with an offer, and this can probably be great information for some of you buyers as you're writing offers that listing agents are looking for, is if you throw the price so high, you better have an appraisal waiver addendum that's coming in with that. As we know, we run our comps on these properties as listing agents, and we educate our sellers on realistically, here's what your home's worth, and we do prep them that most likely there could be multiple offers that could push the price up. However, if that price goes so high and it comes time for an appraisal, that home most likely will not appraise if there's not other similar properties in the area to justify that appraisal. So what would happen in most cases? At that point, the lender is only going to loan on the amount that the home appraises for. So again, if a buyer comes in and let's just say in this situation offers $450,000 on a house that's listed at $400,000, the appraisal comes back at $400,000, that's all the bank's going to loan on. The two scenarios in this situation are the seller either has to lower the price down to the appraised value, or the buyer is going to have to come up with the cash to make up the difference on the appraised value on the front end to perform on the full offer price. So what we're looking for as listing agents when we start to see these prices go, very high, is it's not always the offer that is the highest that is going to be the one we're going to move forward with. We're going to move forward with the one that is the most solid. So for example, in this scenario, let's say we have an offer at $450,000 and then we have another offer at $440,000, but the offer at $440,000 is offering to pay over the appraised value out of pocket. The offer at $450,000 isn't, and we've done our due diligence and we've ran comps on this property, and there's nothing that shows that this house is going to be worth $450,000 in an appraiser's eyes, and that all the comparables are at $400,000. We're most likely going to put a stronger consideration into that offer at $440,000 because it's a more solid bet that my seller is going to get the full $440,000 because that buyer is willing to put that up. We seem to have a lot of buyers that get confused by this. How did I lose the offer? I put in a higher bid, but the problem was is they couldn't show the funds to guarantee that they can pay that difference. So that's one thing we look for in multiple offer situations. Obviously cash offers, cash doesn't always beat. That's another thing we're seeing right now. We see people come in with all cash, but they're offering at or below asking. And in this market, to be honest with you, it just doesn't really carry the weight that it used to. If you have people coming in willing to get a loan on the property and they're willing to pay over appraised value, that offer 9 times out of 10 is always going to beat a cash offer out anyways, because it's still more solid, and maybe the cash offer can close a few days earlier, but that loan can still perform, and at the end of the day, the money is still the same in the seller's bank account at the close of the sale. So hopefully that offers a little bit of advice for you sellers looking, what are we going to do with multiple offers? What if the home doesn't appraise? Those are just a couple things we look for. If you have any other questions, I'm always happy to answer them. As always, hopefully you guys have a great day. Take it easy.